Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for June 4th to the 18th. For June 4th to the 8th, we have a ridge here in the west, trough here, over the southern plains, and we have a deep flow of moisture flowing up from the south here with the flow. Also, this will cause heavy rainfall across the southern plains and Mississippi Valley under thunderstorms. We also have this ridge here over the Western Atlantic that'll work in tandem and bringing in moisture into this area. So we're going to get into this right now. Now we're going to go to the 4th to the 8th. You can see that rain still continues across this area here in various intensities. And moisture will interact with a trough here in the plains, and this will cause heavy rainfall as we go through the period. You see, this is the GFS. This is the European. European has pockets of heavy rain, and its ensembles does also. So this will be across especially Texas and Louisiana. And this area will be prone to flash flooding due to recent rains, which I showed you yesterday. Okay, we're going to look at the period now for June 9th to the 13th. 9th to the 13th, the pattern remains pretty much the same. We have a trough here in the west, ridge here in the east above normal heights. Here's our other ridge over the Western Atlantic. So this will result in above normal heights across the east. So for this forecast period, I am calling for, let me get here, below normal temperatures for most of the west, and I'm calling for anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees below normal, and also here across Arklatex region due to rain and clouds. And we have above normal temperatures for this region here, and the probability or the anomalies could be as high as 12 degrees above normal. I think that'll be across parts of New England and the Great Lakes region. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here and for this region, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 40%. Looking ahead now for the period for June 14th to the 18th. The trough remains in the west, but might start to weaken and lift out as we go through time. As some of the models indicate, it kind of lifts out to the west here, weakens. See, and we get more of a zone of flow, and the southeast ridge will retrograde. Let me get to the map. Will retrograde into the plains and the southern plains and the southwest, with above normal heights across the east central states. So for this forecast period, I am calling for above normal temperatures for much of this region here, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees above normal. Greatest anomalies be across the northern states. And we have below normal temperatures for this region, Texas and Louisiana, due to rain and clouds, and anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal are forecast. And looking at precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation for Washington and Oregon, and from the southern plains to Atlantic coast. And the probability of occurrence is 35 to 55%. And we have below normal precipitation for the Central Rockies, Northern Mid-Atlantic, and the Northeast. And the probability of occurrence is 35%. And today marks the beginning of the Atlantic hurricane season, and there's no organized system across this area due to dry air and strong to moderate shear. But looking at models before, the shear might weaken here across the Gulf, and that might allow for some development. That'll be, if anything, it'd be like next week, because this pattern will last into early next week, and then maybe we'll get something to develop here. Just a heads up to watch the Gulf as we go through time. Okay, so that's the long-range weather forecast discussion for June 4th to the 18th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.